The Shamanic Breathwork process was originated and trademarked by Linda Starwolf, my wife, as a synthesis of the shamanic stream of work throughout the ages in conjunction with modern integrative psychological principles. And so we've woven the two together to really use the best of the ancient world and the best of the modern world. And Starwolf's background is as a therapist in both the mental health professions, as a drug and alcohol counselor, and over the past 20 years she's taken this work out of the traditional setting of mental health into the personal growth and personal transformation world. And recently she put all her work into this book, the Shamanic Breathwork book, which is subtitled Journeying Beyond the Self. Shamanic Breathwork, Journeying Beyond the Self. And this book contains a CD in the back so that you can experience the Shamanic Breathwork process on your own and use the sound healing as well as the breath for your own personal transformation. Venus Rising Institute for the Shamanic Healing Arts was founded 14 years ago in Northern California by Linda Starwolf as a nonprofit institute that would allow us to bring these teachings to the world. The Shamanic Breathwork process is a process whereby you are able to leave your normal everyday consciousness. One of my teachers said once that our normal everyday consciousness is like the oil floating on top of the ocean, and that our awareness is normally focused just on that thin little layer, and that what's truly available to us is that deep ocean of experience underneath us. Carl Jung talked about this as the collective unconscious, and I believe this is everyone's birthright, that truly, although we are sons and daughters of our parents, that at the beginning, at the end, we truly are even more sons and daughters of the universe and of the earth. And we have the ability to experience so much greater awareness than we do in our normal everyday life. And the Shamanic Breathwork process is designed to allow us to access those deeper parts of ourselves and to move from an ego agenda to a soul purpose. Sting talks about "Let your soul be your pilot," one of my favorite songs. And that's really what the Shamanic Breathwork process is all about, is moving more into soul awareness, which is with us every day. We use the metaphor of the shaman to talk about or to exemplify. The shaman is the part of ourselves who has access to these other worlds. And every one of us has this part of ourselves. In today's world, contemporary shamanism is not about going to an indigenous shaman and asking his or her advice. It's about accessing the shaman within. It's about accessing the walker between the worlds that all of us has in our own beings. It's about accessing our soul. The Shamanic Breathwork process is through the breath, which is our greatest tool of transformation. In fact, the word breath comes from the Latin word spirit, and it's always right with us. And by beginning to focus on our breath, and then we compose a musical journey which takes you out of your everyday awareness. And it's really a form of sound healing. And we start with very intense tribal forms of music, sort of to shake you loose from your everyday state of mind, and go into an altered state. So the combination of the breath and the musical journey allows you to travel between the worlds, to access your shaman within, and to have a truly different point of view. And the world needs this today. If we keep going the way we're going, we're not going to be able to have the new ideas we need. The shamanic psycho-spiritual approach to healing is at the heart of Venus Rising's work. Our Institute of Shamanic Healing Arts has really evolved as a place for healers to do their healing. We believe that all of us who are attracted to personal transformation work are in fact wounded healers, meaning that through healing our own wounds, we can heal the world. And it's a both and. We're healing ourselves and we're doing our part for planetary transformation. So we are multifaceted beings that have a very, very human flesh and blood nature, who have all the emotions of a human being. We are spiritual beings who have a cosmic understanding and connection. And in addition to being sons and daughters of our parents, we truly are all sons and daughters of the cosmos and the earth. And that's our birthright. In addition to that, the shamanic approach of the shamanic psychospiritual healing modality really speaks to the fact that we're walkers between the worlds, that we can be here in human form and we can have a larger awareness as well. And I loved in the movie Avatar how we really saw that clearly. We saw the human being able to exist in another world fully, in another dimension. And I believe that's the reality of who we are, that the truth is that we are living in many dimensions at once. So unless our personal healing, transformational work truly changes the way we are in the world, then I don't think it's worthwhile. Because we can have great experiences or great insights, but without changing our actions in the world, what use is it? And the Native Americans talk to this: if it doesn't grow corn, I'm not interested. And that's really my belief, is that unless I can be a better member of my family, a better person in my relationships, a better person in my community, that then my personal transformation isn't being effective. Einstein said that we cannot solve a problem from the same level of consciousness which created it. So the key to solving problems is changing consciousness. And that's what the Shamanic Breathwork process is all about.
For more information on Venus Rising Institute for Shamanic Healing Arts and the Shamanic Breathwork process, please visit our website at www.shamanicbreathwork.org.